Buenos dias. What up, what up? It's just past 8, what is it, 8:33? That 33, man, that's a spiritual shit right there. That's that master number. That Jesus connection. 33. You know what I mean? Teaching and learning. Anyway, 8:33 a.m. I've already missed my first meal of the day, which is for me a quick little protein shake. If I wake up early, and I can get it made and down and done by 8, I prepare that here, here at the crib. But I slept over my girlfriend's crib last night, so had to run to Quick Trip. Shout out to Quick Trip and get me some muscle milk or whatever. Actually, I don't get muscle milk. I get muscle milk sometime, but which is probably better for you because muscle milk is dairy free, but kind of has a funnier taste to it. So I get Core Power, and I get Core Power Elite. Excuse me. Regular Core Power, I think, is 24 grams of protein. This is 42. Monster. You know what I mean? Like, I try and get my protein count super duper high. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to bulk up. I want to gain about 20 pounds of muscle on this physique of mine. Just a little quick backstory, because this is my first video really putting that out there and whatnot. Excuse me as I take shit, but you know what I mean? Don't mind that. Oops. Yeah, I had like COVID and shit back in June, like mid-June. My normal walk around weight was about 175 to 177. I just rounded to 175, but 177 because that double seven, boy, that's spiritual right there. But and 175, that's spiritual because 75 is my expression number as well as my life path number. I'm a life path 7. That was my normal walk around weight. I just got my septum pierced. It's still a little weird for me. Still sore. But literally just got it done like 2 days ago. What was I saying though? Oh yeah. So 175 was like my normal weight. I probably got down to about 155, 160, somewhere in there with COVID. Like, it was 3 weeks of pretty much not eating, not drinking much at all, and letting my body do what it did, and detox and all of that. I did have some sea moss gel, which I'll get into that in a later video too, because my sea moss recipes, I really want to put that out there. Like, sea moss gel and sea moss just by itself alone is like a superfood. It's probably the superfood of superfoods. Out of the 102 minerals that the body is made up or that it needs, sea moss has like 92 of them. So just sea moss alone, and you probably you pretty much covered, you know what I mean, with your bases. You can do sea moss and a multivitamin or something, and a few supplements, and get a salad in, and you good, but I like to fortify my sea moss gel with some more super powerful stuff, you know what I mean, like turmeric and ginger root and protein powder and all kinds of things. I can't tell you everything that's in there because I'm gonna package it and sell it. Since COVID, I got back up to my walk around weight, which was 175, and then I've added probably about 15 pounds on top of that. Now I'm about 190. and would like to put on another 30 pounds of muscle. So back to these meals, I'm not someone who's gonna eat, like literally eat 5 meals or 6 meals a day, which bodybuilders typically do. But I will slide in some smoothies and protein shakes and stuff like that to act as a meal, while not trying not to just walk around heavy, man, with the with the bubble guts, or with the, well, you shouldn't have the bubble guts anyway, but just walk around always full and shit like that. Um, there are some aspects of the traditional ways of bodybuilding that need to be modified. They weren't always the healthiest. Guys weren't always doing it the right way, or they were doing it the right way for the time, or the best way that they understood. But in hindsight, what guys were doing in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, we're seeing that some of that stuff wasn't always the healthiest. And I mean, to a degree, you could say bodybuilding wasn't always the healthiest, because it, from a certain at a certain point in time, and from a certain standpoint, it was just about, and is just about, physical aesthetics. And so me being the person I am, on some more like holistic approach kind of shit, pun intended, um, I thought, or I think that, certain aspects can be modified. So obviously I'm not trying to bulk up by eating burgers and steaks, and that was kind of the old thought. And let me eat a bunch of meat, and meat is going to be, and potatoes and starches, and carbs, or this or that. And I'm not, also I don't go around going, oh, I need carbs, or I don't need carbs, or I'm eating chips, or I'm not eating chips per se, which I mean, typically I'm not eating chips, but well, seaweed chips. They're delicious. Get them from Trader Joe's, by the way, and get the wasabi flavored. They're phenomenal. Shout out to Trader Joe's. Um, but yeah, I mean, I will eat as much of the good stuff as I want, but yeah, 5 or 6 meals is still tough, especially when you're trying to also incorporate fasting and intermittent fasting and stuff like that, while keeping your bulk and your gains and stuff like that. So I just find shakes, smoothies, and protein shakes to be a real good way to do that. The only negative that I really see in kind of the shakes, the smoothies, the juices even, is that, when God gives us these packages, say an apple, like 2 grams of two apples is like so many grams of sugar. It's natural sugar now. It's not refined sugar, processed sugar. It's not, obviously not the powdered white sugar that you get in the store. It's not, and it's not stevia and some of the other ones, sugar alternatives, coconut sugar, agave, or whatever, which are better for you, but at the end of the day, it's still sugar. And so I've even learned that, I was a heavy proponent of agave sugar, because that was like the only sugar that Dr. Sebi would recommend on an alkaline diet. So I'd just be mixing and matching all these different, you know, philosophies, if you will, health philosophies from different guys that I kind of fuck with and respect. Dr. Sebi was one, Tahuti Ma'at Ra, and there's some others, some white guys. Gotta have a white guy in there to make it legitimate, so you're not just taking advice from the black guys. But nah, I mean, yeah, and I've I listen to what they all say, and then just use my own intuition and discernment, which is what you have to do, what we all kind of do in other areas of our life, whether you do it nutritionally or not. So anyway, what I find with the 2 meals is, or with the multiple meals is, I can get me one of those protein drinks. That's 42 grams of protein. That's a lot of protein. I'm not even sure your body is processing all of that, but it seems to be working for me. So I'm gonna keep on rocking with it. Anyway, hold that thought, man. We're gonna come right back. I just gotta wipe my ass. I'm just be honest. I didn't want to wipe my ass on camera and shit.